Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's week 142. Bourgie86 here again. And this week I got a film from 2004. It was released here in the States through Tokyo Shock. It's a Korean film and it goes by the title of Witchboard. This film is also known as Bun Shinsaba, and it is directed by An Bong Ki, I believe that's how you pronounce that name. He's a very interesting director. I actually reviewed his film Phone on BodyBags not so long ago. I think it was like in the 130s, that review, if you want to check it out. And this film has a lot of the similarities to Phone in a way, but it's done a little different and has a different totally story and shit. What this film starts out as is these three girls. The main one, Young Ji, they're all being bullied by this group of girls in their school in this village. And what ends up happening is they end up having this seance in the middle of the classroom. What they use for the seance is what is called Bun Shin Saba, which is kind of like a Japanese style of witchboard. It's not an actual board, it's kind of weird because the film's called Witchboard. It's like a pad of paper which they use as this gateway into the another realm, and they conjure up this spirit to get revenge on these girls for them. What unbeknownst to them is the spirit that they actually contact is this girl that in the past was actually bullied and shit in the same school, and she's awoken and her vengeful spirit has awoken. So even after the revenge of the girls, this spirit still lives through one of these Young Ji actually, and starts to take her revenge pretty much. And it's up to Young Ji's two teachers to try to stop this from happening. Now, my thoughts on this film going into it, I didn't know what to expect from this. I was deeply surprised. There's a lot of twists and turns that go through the story of this film, and it's kind of told through flashbacks also with the older townspeople, because you end up finding out this village has a dark past, and it goes deep inside the village community, and what happened to this girl, Sun King Ju. That's the name of the spirit that they awaken. And there's a lot of twists and turns that go through, and there's actually a few twists that you don't expect to happen in the film, which expands the mindset of this total spiritual revenge film. Now, what I like about it is the effects. The effects are very, not extreme, but they're very well shot. There's actually, the kills in this film are fucking kind of shocking when you first watch them, because most of the kills involve these girls tying plastic bags over their head and lighting them on fire and just running around while and you're thinking to yourself, because there's one kill in particular, I'm not gonna really go really well too into it, but there's a lot of witnesses. I'm thinking to myself, what is with these people? Why aren't they fucking helping this girl? Because they're just staring at her and shit. I'm and it was just shocking to me to see that on screen, because I seen people lighting on fire like that, on fire and shit in film before, but not just one area of their body. It's kind of dangerous and shit, and it's real fire and shit and shit. It was whoa and shit, fucking craziness. Now the acting for the film is really good, because it is an Asian film, it's a Korean film. I did actually watch this on the dub track too. I watched this twice just to see how the dub was. The dub is actually not bad. It's okay. It's not I've seen a lot worse dub tracks in these type of films before. There's a few characters that are kind of outputting it, because when you hear them in their original language and you're listening to them in the dub, you're a total different performance. But it's not as bad. If you don't like subtitle films, you can watch this on the dub also. which it wasn't as atrocious as some of the other dubs that I've seen in like Asian films or other foreign films in general. And I really like how the story builds up to the end, and the end, I had to say, is a mouth-dropping moment, because you're like, and then you actually smile at the end too, because when you find out like what the main goal of like this revenge is and shit, and what happens at the exact end, you're like, especially when you see like a scene before in the film, and you're like, wow, because it all comes together at the very end of the film, and you're like stunned, because you know, like, you thought like something like this might have happened, but you didn't want it to happen. But fucking really well done, like spiritual, like ghost revenge film, in my opinion. This director's film Phone, I really enjoyed too, and I really enjoyed this one. I didn't know what to expect, and I really like the seance parts of this film, and also the parts with the psychic character. It was really fucking well done, and shit, with like the flashback scenes were well shot. The music score is really airy and shit. Fucking really creepy feel to the music. If I had to rate Witchboard, I'll have to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. I was just blown away, and I just really was fucking in depth with the ending and the whole feel of the film. Fucking outstanding film, in my opinion. 8.5 out of 10. Awesome shit right here. Alright guys, that's all I got for this review this week. I'll be back next week. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you then. Peace out.